far as starting as the punter and as a starting kicker, how difficult is that?
Well, I think it just goes to show how many people don't do it in Division I. So I'll leave it at that.
Raised in East Bethel, Minnesota, Hunter Dustman's first love was soccer. By 7th grade, he was already a part of the varsity team at St. Francis High School, and that same year, he was also asked to kick for the varsity football team.
I'd take the kickoff, and then I'd just run straight to the sideline. They wouldn't let me out there. So I'd just take the kickoff, and I'd run to my head coach.
Like during the play?
Yeah. I would kick off, and then I would just run straight to the sideline.
Soon after, Dustman's passion began to shift. He decided to solely focus on football and began training with kicking coach Chris Hughesby to hone in on his mechanics.
Once I gave up soccer, it was all football, and so changing my swing and my technique and habits and everything. So all my credit for football and where I'm at is him.
With a career-long 51-yard field goal and a 72-yard punt, his recruitment at both positions was beginning to pick up. But Dustman wasn't interested in choosing one or the other.
Coach Stig sat me down after I came and tried out, basically, or worked out for him, and he was just like, what do you want to do? And I was like, I'm doing both. I was like, I'm going to do both in college. I don't care where I go, but that's my goal. And he was just like, okay, then come here. He was like, I'll give you the opportunity to do both.
Did anyone else say that?
No.
As a sophomore in 2021, Dustman would become the starting punter at SDSU. And a season ago, he would take on double duty as the team's starting kicker as well, a year that included a game-winning kick against NDSU and Northern Iowa.
Let's go! Let's go!
Every punter and kicker is different, and you kind of have to learn what they do. It sounds weird. It's a lot like golf, right? Every golfer has a different swing. And so you have to get used to what that guy does.
Cashmore is in charge of the special teams unit as a whole, but interestingly enough, when it comes to just technique, Dustman is kind of his own coach.
A lot of it is just me breaking down my own film and then watching it and then just giving him feedback, and then he'll be like, oh yeah, I agree, or I saw that, or something like that.
It's a dialogue, but yeah, there are things that he'll tell me to watch, and then I can really be ultra focused on those things.
Through 4 games this season, Dustman has only attempted 2 field goals, but is 24 of 25 in extra points, has 3 punts inside the 20, and has 8 touchbacks on kickoff.
I never worked with a guy who does all 3, punting, kicking, and kickoff. He's a true professional at what he does, great leader in the specialist room, definitely a guy I look up to.